I think that the men's game is very, very physical. The women's game is obviously very, very physical these days. They're incredible athletes. The men play longer matches normally because they hold serve a little bit easier. So I think most matches on the men's side is sort of nearly a maximum of one service break. And that's when a top player plays a lower ranked player. Of course, in the Grand Slam, sometimes the Nadals and the Djokovic, they are so good in 5 sets. But I think a lot of tension in the men's matches. They play a lot of tiebreakers, and it's an emotional sport. But again, yes, they could learn a little bit. I would rather see that they have verbal outbursts. Of course, keep it clean, but have verbal outbursts a la Andy Murray, for example, who would never break a racket, never hit a ball anywhere, but he would let you know how he felt with verbal words. And I think that's more, first of all, entertaining to us fans, and I think it's a much better way to get your aggressions out. So I love the way Andy Murray is on the tennis court. Chris Evert, Martina Navratilova, because they were dominating when I came up, and they were Martina Navratilova was very fired up when she was playing, and Chris Evert obviously was, but she didn't show it. So that was a good sort of mix of two characters, and I tried to kind of do both, to not show negative emotions and then try to show my opponent when I was positive. Of course, Steffi Graf comes along, and then Monica Seles. I mean, same thing again, very emotional Monica Seles and very fired up. And then Steffi, very calm, never really showed anything. So the women, they've always had have great role models in terms of their behavior. But hold on a second. John McEnroe, now, was he a good role model or not? Well, he's the most fiery tennis player that has ever played on the men's tour, and people love him because he cares. So I'm not really sure which way I would hope for younger players to go, except, of course, equipment abuse is most probably the first thing that I like to see not happen. I think the biggest role models over the years obviously has been in this generation is Serena and Venus Williams, and then you get Maria Sharapova. I think Maria Sharapova is most probably the biggest role model for younger players, because a lot of players have taken to a lot of things that she used to do, which was turn around, fiddle with her strings, and then she'd turn around and then she'd be back in action again. I think right now players like Iga Swiatek is an excellent role model. She shows that she cares. She's aggressive on the court, and she's very mellow and calm, it seems, outside the court. She's very nice in interviews, and then she just turns into a lion, or a lioness, I should say, on the court. So Iga Swiatek, but Simona Halep has been an unbelievable role model over the years, because she really cares, and she has sort of learned how to deal with her emotions, and she's using the emotional part to her advantage. So I love Simona Halep.
It's inspiring for all you guys out there that want to do something and want to be the best that you can be. Just never give up, because you never know what can happen. You never know who you can inspire and who you can influence.